Hello everyone, I hope that you are doing well. In this video we are going to talk about functions in Python. First of all, what functions are? Functions are blocks of codes that we can use them to reduce the codes that we are writing, to make our code more organized and to make it more modular. For example, imagine in your program you need to uh, make cube in some parts of your code. It means that you are going to multiply a number 3 times itself. For example, 2 times 2 times 2, which is going to equal 8. So it is one option is that we can copy and paste the codes that on the place that you want. Another choice, which is more appropriate, is to write a function that is doing the cube functionality. Then you can call it whenever you want. So let's write some programs, some lines of code that you can get familiar with the functions. First of all, when you want to define a function, you use the keyword if. It is going to say that, okay, we are going to have a function. Then you need to write the name for the function. For example, I'm going to choose the name func1. But remember that all the time you need to choose a name that is going to reflect the functionality of the function. Then after defining, we are going to put colon. If I hit the colon, as you can see, the editor is going to indent the rest line. It means that the lines that I'm writing here all belongs to the func1. And if I write a line of code without indentation, you can see it is not belonging to this. So these codes are for the function, and the other one is not for the function. So for the first function, let's have a simple let's have a single line that is printing something. For example, this is a function. Okay, let's run it and see what happens. Okay, as you can see, nothing happening, because when you write a function, you need to call the function in your program. How do we call the function? We write the name of the function, open and close parentheses. You can see that function is executed, and it is going to write this is a function sentence. For understanding how a function works, I'm going to put one line before the function and one line after the function. So I'm going to write top and bottom, or before and after, if you like. You can see top, this is the function bottom. Okay, what does it say? It says that the program is going to run this line of code. It is printing top. Then it is going to the function after calling the function and executing the function, and then returns to the main body, and after that it is going to execute the button. Okay, let's comment them by using control plus slash and move on to another function. Okay, let's define another function. The function that is going to get arguments. In the first function, we didn't have any arguments, but when we are defining a function, we can pass an argument or more than one argument to the function, and it can use it in its body. For example, let's define a function called func2 with two arguments, arg1 and arg2. Okay, these arguments are passed to the function when we call the function. Then it can be used in the code. For example, this function is going to print the arguments arg1, then let's put some space between them, and arg2. So what is the functionality of this function? It is getting arg1, printing it, it is getting arg2 and printing it. So let's call it func2. The difference here and the key part of this calling is that we have to pass arguments. For example, I'm passing 10 and 100. So let's run the program. Okay, as you can see, you are printing 10 and 100. If we change them, okay, it is going to change the value. So for example, we can print arg1 plus arg2. Okay, and if we call the function, so the some of the arguments are going to be displayed. Now let's have another function. Okay, let's comment the lines and have another function which is going to calculate result of the number. As I told you, when you are defining a function, choose a name that is showing the functionality of the function. So it is going to calculate power 3 of the num, so it is good to choose the name as cube. So we can print num times num1 times num1 times num1. So what is the functionality of this function, the cube function? It is going to take num1 and it is going to multiply the number and itself 3 times. So let's test it by passing, for example, number 2. As you can see, it is going to display 8. If we change it, number 3, it is going to display 27. So, in conclusion, functions are blocks of code that we can use them to make our codes more organized and more modular. We can put some functionalities inside the function, and after that we can call the functions throughout our codes to use them. It is going to make the code modular, and it is going to make writing the code easier, and it is going to prevent repetition in our codes. For example, here if we need to do the cubing 10 times, 20 times in our program, just we need to call the function. We don't need to do, I don't know, copy and paste this line of the code everywhere that we want to calculate the cubing. It is going to be useful when the lines of the codes are too many, so it is going to prevent the repetition.